Hello dear student. Up to now we discuss few concepts related with the topic capacitance. Now today we are going to discuss few more new concepts related with this topic capacitance. So please watch the lecture till the end. Definitely you will get clear idea about this topic. My dear, today's topic is derive energy stored in parallel plate capacitor. Derive energy stored in parallel plate capacitor. Energy stored in parallel plate capacitor is indicated with the U. Okay. Energy is nothing but here potential energy stored in parallel plate capacitor. Energy is nothing but what here? Potential energy stored in parallel plate capacitor. For example, let us consider here it is this is one plate, this is another plate I consider. This is a positively charged plate. Here it is a negatively charged plate. So positively charged plate, this is negatively charged plate. They are separated by some distance. They are separated by some distance d. Okay. So this is a plus q charge I consider. This is minus q charge. Generally capacitors or any capacitor, parallel plate capacitor represented like this. One plate is positively charged plate, another plate is negatively charged plate, and the same charge, both having same magnitude of charge but having different charges, like a positive charge and negative charge. Magnitude is same, q and q, but both are unlike charges, negative charge and positive charge. Here we are transferred charge. If you have to transfer that small dq charge, let us consider a dq charge. Let us consider small dq charge that is transferred from, let us consider very important one. This is for board point of view and a NEET point of view very important. Let us consider a dq charge, dq small charge, dq charge, which is transferred from a negative plate to a negative charged plate to a negative charged plate to positive charged plate, positive charged plate. Okay, let us consider a dq small charge which is transferred from negatively charged plate to positively charged plate. Observe carefully here. This is already positively charged plate. Here it is a positively charged. If you bring this positive charge and place here, again dq charge, again dq charge, again dq charge, again dq charge, like that we are transferring charges from negative plate to positive plate. Means you know already, if any body is displaces or in motion, definitely some work should be done. Definitely some work should be done. Okay, here the charge is moving from here to here, means definitely some work should be done. Okay, so here work done to bring a dq charge from negative plate to positive charged plate, is stored in the form of electrostatic potential energy stored in the form of electrostatic potential energy. This is very important. We need to bring the charge from negative charged plate to positive charged plate. That is a small dq charge we consider. We are transfer this charge from here to here. Definitely some work should be done here. That work done is stored in the form of electrostatic potential energy. That means here, what is work here? We had two types of work. Work done by external force, work done by internal force. This is, we are moving charge from this place to this plate, means we are applying force. We are applied force is called external force. That means work done by external force. So here work is done by external force. Work done by external force is equal to stored in the form of potential energy. That means change in potential energy. This is very important. Work done by external force is equal to change in potential energy. So first find work done here, then after that you will get here change in potential energy formula we are applied. So work done by external force, how to find? You know that dW is equal to V into dQ. If we consider potential between this potential between these two plates is V into dQ. dW is equal to V into dQ. Then integrating on both sides. Integral dW is equal to integral V dQ. So we are integrating with respect to charge. With respect to charge. That means limits are 0 to plus Q. Because charge lowest limit is 0, highest limit is plus Q charge. That's why 0 to Q. And here integral dW means work done W. And here V means, what is V here? What is V here? For example, if time t is equal to 0, that means if time t is equal to 0, initial case, time t is equal to 0 means initial case, process is not started. At that time, charge q is equal to 0. What is the charge attained here? Charge, there is no charge transfer. There is no charge transfer, time t is equal to 0. That means there is no charge transfer, and V is equal to formula, that time V is equal to 0. And capacitance is equal to that time C. Next, if t is equal to some t seconds, if time t is equal to t seconds, then some charge q is equal to small q. Transferring of charge I consider some small q. Have you understood my point? Initially time t is equal to 0, there is no transfer of charge. So that's why capital Q is equal to 0. And potential is equal to 0. And capacitance is equal to C. If time t is equal to t seconds, the transfer of charge will consider q. Let us consider some small q charge is transferred here. And potential is V is equal to, you know that Q is equal to CV, then V is equal to Q by C. Here charge is a small q means then definitely Q by C. Okay, capacitance C only here also. Why? Capacitance is independent upon charge and potential. If whatever it may be the values, capacitance value is constant here, C only. Here also capacitance value is C only. Next, if time t is equal to infinity, then total charge is transferred here. That means capital Q is equal to small q, and V will becomes capital Q by C, and here also capacitance is C only. All of you understood these 3 points? These are very important. If time t is equal to 0, process was not started. That means there is no transfer of charge. That's why capital Q is equal to 0 and potential also 0. And capacitance is C here. Now, because capacitance here constant, capacitance is independent upon charge, independent upon potential. You know already. That's why charge, whatever it may be, potential, whatever it may be, capacitance is constant here. So there's here, what is the lowest limit? 0. What is the highest limit of charge? Q. And what is the value of V here? Value of V is equal to Q by C. Value of V is equal to here Q by C. Then from this, W is equal to integral 0 to Q, and V is nothing but here Q by C into dQ. So Q by C into dQ. So observe carefully here. 1 by C is constant, capacitance is constant here, integral 0 to Q, small q into dQ, small q into dQ. So from this, observe carefully, W is equal to 1 by C into integral 0 to Q into small q into dQ. From this, 1 by C into integral Q into dQ means Q square by 2. So limits 0 to capital Q. Then if you substitute upper limit minus lower limit, that means finally we'll get upper limit is Q square by 2 into C, because 1 by C now this is here Q square by 2C we got. That means total work done. What is the work done formula we got here? Q square by 2C. Okay, this is very, very important. My dear, observe carefully. I will recapitulate one more time this concept. Let us consider that parallel plates. One is positively charged plate, another one is negatively charged plate. They are separated by some distance d, and one is positive charged plate, that is plus q, and another one is negatively charged plate, that is minus q. I consider if you transfer charge from negative charged plate to positive charged plate, definitely some work should be done. That work is done by external force. That work done by external force is stored in the form of potential energy, change in potential energy. So we are finding work done value here. So for finding work done, you know formula of work done. So W is equal to, generally formula of work done is W is equal to VQ. If you consider small amount of work done means dW is equal to V into dQ. So if you are integrating that, we got total work done. Total work done to bring a charge from here to here. To bring a charge from here to here is W is equal to Q square by 2C. That is work done. So I want potential energy. You know already work done by external force is equal to delta U. So observe carefully here. So I will rub this. So work done by external force. What we got here? Work done by external force is equal to change in potential energy. That is equal to, we got Q square by 2C. My dear, here observe carefully. Change in potential energy means final potential energy minus initial potential energy by Q square by 2C. So that is work done by external force. So final potential energy is U, I consider. Initial potential energy is, initially there is no energy stored in the capacitor. That's why initial potential energy is 0, is equal to Q square by 2C. That means work done by external force is equal to potential energy stored in the capacitor is equal to Q square by 2C. Very, 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 very important formula this is. Energy stored in a capacitor, parallel plate capacitor. Potential energy stored in parallel plate capacitor formula Q square by 2C. Q square by 2C. If charge is Q and capacitance is C, then definitely formula will become Q square by 2C. And here, if you convert this formula in the case of C and V's, how can we convert C and V's? Observe carefully. If I convert this formula in the case of C and V's, we know that Q is equal to CV. Formula of Q already you know. Q is equal to CV. Substitute here. So then potential energy stored in a capacitor. Potential energy stored in a capacitor, in parallel plate capacitor. Parallel plate capacitor is equal to Q square by 2C. This is one formula. If Q is equal to CV, you can substitute. Then what we will get? C into V whole square by 2C. Then what we got here from this? Half CV square. So potential energy formula is U is equal to Q square by 2C, or q square by 2c or half cv square, or so in q and c this is formula, c and v in the formula, and I want formula in q and v. That means you should eliminate here c value. C is equal to what? Q by v na. Then substitute in this formula, c is equal to q by v. Then half into c is nothing but here q by v. Q by v into v square. Square we cancel, half into qv. So one more form, that is half into qv. So very important these formulas. Energy stored in a capacitor, energy stored in a parallel plate capacitor in the form of q and c is q square by 2c. In the form of c and v is half cv square. In the form of q and v is half q into v. So this is very important. This is a derivation of energy stored in parallel plate capacitor. This derivation is very important for the board purpose, and these formulas are very important for the solving numericals. I hope all of you understood this lecture. While watching this lecture, if you will get any doubt, feel free to mention in comment box. Thank you for watching my lecture. Thank you so much. Please revise concepts and practice numericals. All the very best.